Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sam the Man 99 coming at you with another video, and today I will be bringing you my predictions for Week 8 of the NFL season. Just a quick recap of last week. I went 12-2, giving me a 7-week total of 59 and 48. 3 shutouts last week in the NFL. I said the Rams would win. I did. And they beat the Cardinals. But the Rams are no joke. They are a good team. They've got a franchise quarterback. I like that team very, very much. But anyway, sorry guys, I missed the Thursday night game. I just had a lot to do this week. I would have picked the Dolphins anyway, just because of... Yeah, I would have picked the Dolphins anyway. And they lost 40-0. So I'm going to chalk myself up an L already on the board for this week. But let's get into this week's predictions. And of course, if you didn't see it, Joe Flacco got his head blown off his body basically by Kiko Alonso. That was a dirty hit. That should be a suspension and a fine on top of the suspension for Kiko Alonso. That is just not acceptable. You can't hit people in the head. That's unfortunate for Flacco and unfortunate for the Ravens. But it's a good thing they rallied around their injured quarterback and won the game. So, on to this week's predictions. Of course, my New York Giants are on a bye this week, so they will not be mentioned at 1-6 going into the bye. But here we go. Kicking it off with the game in London, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Cleveland Shitheads. Sorry, Cleveland fans, your team stinks. Who's the quarterback? Is it going to be DeShone Kizer? Is it going to be Kevin Hogan? Is it going to be Cody Kessler this week? I don't know. That's a question mark with Cleveland. Minnesota's defense is too good. I give Cleveland props. They did almost beat the Colts last week. The Titans, sorry. But I didn't. They're just not a good team. Hugh Jackson's got to do something right with this team. But I'm going to take the Vikings in London and prove me wrong, Cleveland. Prove me wrong. And that betting on a game, bet on the Vikings winning this week, because they will be winning. On to the next matchup, kicking it off with the 1 o'clock games. We have the Oakland Raiders playing the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have kind of overachieved this season. They just traded away Marcell Dareus, their 2-time Pro Bowl D tackle, who's still very, very effective for a 6th-round pick. I think they could have got more. They traded him to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's defense just keeps getting better and better each week. Jacksonville's a good team. I don't understand the trade from the Bills' standpoint. I know they want to be bad. I don't see why they would want to be bad, though. I guess the new regime there just wants to get rid of everybody, which makes completely no sense. Got rid of Sammy Watkins for nothing. But, as Watkins hasn't really been doing much in Los Angeles anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders in this one just on the fact that they won a tremendous game on Thursday night last week. Oh my God, what a game. They scored on the 3rd attempt on 4th down. The 3rd attempt with the game over. Unbelievable game. If you missed it, you missed a great one. So, I'm going to take the Raiders over Buffalo in Buffalo. On to the next matchup, we have the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, an NFC South matchup. These two teams have been question marks. Winston did not play last week. I am probably sure he'll play this week. Oh no, did he play last? I think he did play last week. My mistake, sorry. Winston did play last week after being banged up the week before. I think I took the Bears over the Panthers last week. Panthers haven't been great on the road this year. They've been great at home. They haven't been great on the road. I I'm expecting a high-scoring game, but I'm going to take Tampa in this one. I don't know why. I just feel Tampa's going to play better at home than almost beating Buffalo last week. So, moving on, we have the next matchup, the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Eagles are winning, not much here. The 49ers got their asses boys last week. I just can't pick the 49ers anymore until they actually win a game. So, 49ers losing to Philly at Lincoln Financial. On to the next matchup, we have two very surprising teams. The Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The Saints went into Lambeau last week, as I said they would, and won. Brett Hundley is not good. The Packers probably won't make the playoffs. I mean, that's just my assumption. They probably won't make the playoffs. But Kaepernick is out there for them. But anyway, the Saints have won, I think, 4 in a row. 5 in a row, 4 in a row. Somewhere around there. But the Saints are better than I would have thought, and better than most people would have thought. I mean, they're a good team. They have a better, improved secondary. They're 4-2. They've won 4 in a row, and they're leading the NFC South. I know the Bears might pull out a win here, but I just don't think it'll happen. I think the Saints will win at home against the Bears and go to 5-2. On to the next matchup. We have two craptastical teams. This will be my shit show of the week. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Colts going to Cincinnati. Both teams are bad. Marvin Lewis is probably gone after the year. Both teams are bad. Both teams aren't playoff teams. My shit show of the week goes to the Cincinnati Bengals, though. They're at home. They'll beat Jacoby Brissett and the Colts. On to the next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Chargers going to Foxborough, where they lost in the 2007 AFC Championship game, and they will be taking on the New England Patriots. The Patriots with a win last week on Sunday night against the Falcons. What's wrong with the Falcons? They just don't look like the same team they were last year. Don't be surprised if LA keeps this close. They shut out Denver last week, and I'm going to take the Chargers in my upset of the week this week. I'm going to take the Chargers going on the road and winning in Foxborough. I know it's highly unlikely, but it's worth a shot. On to the next matchup. We have the start of the 4 o'clock games. Oh, excuse me. We've got the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets at the 1 p.m. start time. Then we'll move on to the 4 o'clock games, obviously. But the Falcons just don't look right. The Jets found a way to lose last week. They're up by, I think, 14 in the game against the Dolphins. So they found a way to lose, which is good for them. I would want the Jets to lose every game here on out if I'm a Jet fan. But Atlanta coming into MetLife, I think they'll get back on track. They've lost 3 in a row. They've got to win at some point. I think they'll win this week against a bad New York Jets team. Give me the Falcons. On to now the start of the 4 o'clock matchups. We have the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. This should be a good game. This is going to be a great game. I hope it is. 2 running quarterbacks, 2 great defenses. This is the game of the week, folks. This is the game you're going to want to turn into. Because it's in Seattle, the 12th man. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Deshaun Watson and the Texans in this one. I'm feeling Deshaun Watson going into CenturyLink Field, the 12th man, and beating the Seattle Seahawks on the road. Give me the Texans. On to the next matchup. We have, it's obviously going to be America's Game of the Week on Fox. The Dallas Cowgirls and the Washington Indians. The Washington Racists, rather. Kirk Cousins, he's looking for an extension. I don't think he's going to get it. I personally think that they should trade him to the 49ers and try and get the 49ers pick on draft day. They should do that. Take a new quarterback, get a fresh start. Because they're not giving Cousins another franchise tag. Unless they really want Cousins back, he's not staying for another franchise tag. The Cowgirls came out of their bye and won. Zeke Elliott played a terrific game last week. Over 150 yards rushing, a 72-yard reception for a touchdown. 2 rushing touchdowns for Zeke. He was a monster last week. But I'm going to take Washington at home over Dallas, sending Dallas to 3-4. On to the next matchup, which is the Sunday night matchup. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. The Lions, something's not right there. The Steelers, though, with a big win last week over the Bengals. The Lions had their bye last week. So hopefully they'll come out of the bye with something good to show for it. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the road. They look really good right now. Le'Veon Bell's a monster. I don't think anybody's stopping them. So give me Pittsburgh over Detroit. And on to the Monday night matchup. The AFC West meets again. The Denver Broncos traveling to Kansas City at Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. There's not much I can say here. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. The Chiefs have lost 2 in a row. I don't know if I feel confident enough in Trevor Seaman to take. Yes, I know I said Seaman. That's what I call him. I don't think I feel confident enough in Denver to take them in this game, but don't be surprised if they win. That said, I'm going to take Denver in this one. Yeah, it should be a great Monday night game, though. Oh, my God. So, recap. Lock of the week. Minnesota over Cleveland. Upset of the week. The Chargers over New England. Shit show of the week. Cincinnati over Indianapolis. And game of the week. Houston over Seattle. So that wraps it up, guys, for week 8. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you don't know already, if your subscribe button is red, something's wrong with you. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, if the like button is white like Jay Cutler's undershirt, there's something wrong with you. So go ahead and click that like button. Show me support if you can, if you feel so inclined to. Please share this video with your friends, family, nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. Brothers, sisters. Get this video out there. Because my predictions were great last week, and they'll probably be great again this week. As I am that confident in my predictions. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. As always, stay thirsty, my friends, and peace out. Take care.